Hey guys, Scott again, Pine Barren Craftsman. I I enjoy doing the CD video a lot, and I got 40 people that I think watched it, so I'm excited. Um, I wanted to go to the CD, no, DVD collection. This DVD collection was something you got to take the time frame right. Early 2000s, living by myself, my first house, and I wasn't going to do the double play, the triple threat, whatever cable was asking me to pay for this crazy to watch two channels, whatever. I decided I was going to rock the DVD player and whatever, you know, work on the car in my free time, and that's what I did. Um, so that's what leads me to these couple first DVDs here. Number one, Back from the Dead, Ian Rosell. Ian Rosell is a fabricator, metal fabricator from the East Coast that moved west. Artist, unbelievable. This video was very interesting and got the juices flowing to get away from the typical, Fox Body Mustang or lowrider truck or lifted trucks or whatever was going on in my town growing up. This kind of pulled me towards the popular culture. The music was always there for me. I always liked the type of music, punk rock, rockabilly type of music. But this is where I actually started saying to myself, maybe I could do this. Maybe I could weld. Maybe I could tack two pieces of metal together without warping the whole thing up and ruining it. So Ian, in this video, got music, interviews. I think he interviews nothing crazy. I don't know if Barris or anybody was on this one. The Burbank Choppers, the Road Zombies, Bill Wishart. The Burbank Choppers are a car club out west in Burbank. Scratch, Pinstriper from the West Coast was in this video. So it was really cool and learned a lot about how it takes sacrifice to do what you love. There's number two from him, Ian Rosell. He's on Full Custom Garage now. So you might watch this stuff all over the place. But I was watching him when he first came out. And it's only because I got lucky to see a video fly by somewhere on, I think it was Hot Rod Magazine said something about it. I was flipping magazines, man. So I got stacks, and that's what I was doing. DVD was like great, man. I could watch them moving around. So this car, 53, 54 Chevy, I had the same car, and it just so happened that I had just chopped and did all this custom work, and here I'm watching a video of him doing his, and I was like, wow, man, look at this. I'm on par with what he's doing. Maybe not the same quality of work, but at least I'm like, wow, I'm doing something, and this is a person I looked up to. This video had Winfield in it, Gene Winfield, Bill Hines, and Brad Masterson, who worked under Bill Hines and Barris. So it's really cool seeing how he chopped his green fastback Chevy, I think it was. So that, cars, right? Cars, right? So I'm working, doing water treatment, doing things, every day, but this is what I did when I got home. These DVDs, the Hot Rod Havoc DVDs, okay, there's three of them that I have. This is one, that's three. This is four. This one's got gases in it. This is two. This one I like the best. It had Large Fredrickson from Rancid, or Large Fredrickson and the Bastards. It had, Caballero, the skater, was in there. Keith Wiesner is an artist. A lot of great guys in the car clubs, car culture out west. It's basically set to a skateboard theme, cars ripping around. Instead of guys doing grinds or doing stuff on a bike jumps and music's playing, they're ripping around in cars and bands are playing and there's footage from different car shows. But these car shows are not guys just sitting down and they're doing stuff. They're cruising the cars. I really vicariously lived through these DVDs about having a club, having a bunch of people it never happened, but having a car club with guys that we could rip around and customize each other cars and, basically have that camaraderie. But that's, okay. Next, when you spend time in the woods and you're watching PBS for free, you watch Alone in the Wilderness. This is one of the PBS channels. This is the original, Alone in the Wilderness. with Dick Proenneke, narrated by this other guy narrating. But what a nicely done series. I think there's two, of a gentleman that moved into the woods, I think in the 60s. And he built, you think I'm a craftsman, you think this guy built stuff by hand. He built his log cabin. He lived like a frontiersman, pots of water, boiling, eating off turnips, hunting, whatever. This guy is a beast. And it was really inspirational watching him, and you think what we have and what he did with his time. And he filmed everything. A lot of no voice, and he wrote down everything he did. He kept chronological, kind of like a Thoreau, Henry David Thoreau, I guess, but he did it for years. And it wasn't so political, I don't know. But this, another one. Timeless Treasures. This one somebody slipped in here. It's a good one too. It's about Maine. But the Frozen North, okay? These DVDs were like, after the car stuff was over, you get relaxed, you watch that. Not every night, but definitely I would play it for girls, whatever, who someone come over and say, I got a video for you to watch. And then, some skateboard stuff, Dogtown, Z-Boy. I was watching skateboard stuff. My buddy was skating and playing music, which brings me to the music DVDs. I liked watching the DVDs of the live concerts. Like this one had Walls of Jericho, Anti-Flag, The Lamb of God. It's Hellfest. I mean, this is like demonic stuff. I don't know. But it was some of the rock music, alternative music, punk rock music. You didn't search on the internet. Like I said, you had like a BlackBerry or a chocolate phone. You watch a little video. It wasn't the same as it is now. So I don't even know that they were streaming Netflix. I don't know when they even came out. This was like 2008 or 9. I don't know. I was behind in general. I don't think I started text messaging until like whatever. Anyway, Madman Fabricators and Madman Fabricators. Okay, there's a couple more of these. Hot rod stuff, cool backgrounds to car builds, history. The guy that's in there does a good job. I think he was on Jesse James's Outlaw Garage. I think was on Motor Trend, whatever it's called, Speed Vision at the time. I don't know. Very, very cool, similar to the other videos. Then, the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I was big on these. This is the first one, I think, Fellowship. I mean, this is when you need a little, gut check. Are you a good person? Can you handle the good and evil? And Frodo. I mean, it's like the Star Wars for my generation. And I like the cinematography. You had these graphics that they didn't have back in the 70s for the other stuff. This is really well done. I enjoyed it. So my son is reading currently Harry Potter, but I want to get him into this maybe one day. And then, my all-time favorite. I watched this movie the first time, WPIX Channel 11. I might have said this in the past. It was on the TV, watching through the commercials. We VHS taped it, record when I was watching halfway through it. So I only got half the movie for like the first 10 years of my life. And then I bought the DVD. I watched a whole bunch of scenes I never seen. And it's just fun, man. I mean, you got John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Cab Calloway, Aretha Franklin, James Brown, Johnny Landis. It's just people playing Chicago, rhythm and blues, car chases like you wouldn't believe, man. The size of the car chase is like 100 cars. You got to watch it. It had a good purpose, good points, and it was fun. All right, it was fun. They had a good time. And yeah, I mean, they don't fit in with today's version of cool, but to me, I think they're the coolest thing going, man. As for the sideburns, that's where they came from. And then I had like DVDs like how-tos. This one was like how to shorten your car frame or truck frame for a long wheelbase to a short wheelbase. That's a good way to save money. You buy a long wheelbase truck and you cut the frame. That was like a how-to. That's it. That's what I did. That's what we did, I think. A lot of people did that. DVDs, movies, but just a little window into the past of how I came to be into cars, and I guess the dynamic around, always wanting to have a group of guys to go rat rodding around with, or custom car, and just, I guess, like bikers. It's a biker scene, club, wear a jacket. But, it wasn't meant to be, and I have a lot of cool cars that I had, and I'm going to continue on by myself. One-man garage, lone wolf garage. What are you going to do? I'm here. If you guys have any comments, please, comment as you wish. And I can show you pictures maybe somehow. Hold up pictures of old stuff. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching.